What's up guys, Ruben Velasquez here, aka the Nintendo God, and in today's episode I'm going to be reviewing for you guys Pokemon Legends Arceus for the Nintendo Switch. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's review as much as I did making it. And with that being said guys, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode as much as I did making it. And with that being said, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and comment down below on what is your favorite Pokemon type, or just Pokemon in general. For me, it has to be Pikachu or Charizard. You know, OGs will know about those Pokemon. But with that being said, I'm going to be reviewing this game in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So Pokemon Legends Arceus, I believe, came out in 2021 or 2022. I honestly don't really remember which year it was. But it came out a while ago, and it's still recent. I mean, there's Legends EA now, and we're about to get Winds and Waves soon on Switch 2. So, not really recent, but for me, in my opinion, when it comes to Pokemon, this game feels recent in my opinion. But yeah, okay, the story of Pokemon Legends Arceus is basically, you're basically sucked into a wormhole, and you're traveled back in time to, I guess, the Pokemon, franchise, the beginning of the Pokemon franchise, where people in the game don't really know much about Pokemon. There's no gyms, there's no Pokemon centers, not a lot of buildings or cities. There's only one village, and that is, if I remember correctly, Jubilife Village, if I'm saying that right. But yeah, there's only one village in this game. So it's kind of mediocre of a village, because there's no Pokemon Center. There is a main headquarters, just like in normal Pokemon, but other than that, there's not really other things that are like resembling the other Pokemon games. So unlike other Pokemon games like Sun and Moon, or Red and Blue, or Red and Green, Legends Arceus doesn't really have, Pokemon champion or like gym stuff that you gotta do, like gym badges. None of that in this game. It's basically sort of like a Breath of the Wild clone, if you want to think of it like that, because you just get this phone from Arceus, apparently, saying, catch all the Pokemon in the world, and basically that's the whole story. Like, you have amnesia, so you don't really remember where you came from, but so it's sort of like a Zelda clone, to be honest. So there's really not much for me to tell you guys about the story with a game like this. But yeah, I have to say, this game is pretty fun to play. There are some points in the game that I didn't really like that much, like trying to fight those wild Pokemon, the ones that are like glowing red and stuff like that. The ones that are like more powerful, those ones always scared me to death. They kind of reminded me of like facing a Guardian in Breath of the Wild for the first time on the Wii U version of Zelda. So those wild Pokemon kind of reminded me of the Guardians. So kind of like a scare factor into this game. But other than those wild Pokemon, this game was really good to play. Lots of Pokemon to collect, and gotta catch them all and stuff like that. I don't remember I might have to look at a guide about this, but I don't think I collected every single Pokemon in the game. Because, honestly, to be honest with you guys, this is one of the first few Pokemon games I've ever really played. Never really played any of the old Pokemon games on Game Boy, DS, 3DS. The only Pokemon games, in my opinion, that I have played, and this is just my like collection of Pokemon games that I have played in my life. So I played Pokemon Sun, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Pokken Tournament, and I believe that is it. So when it comes to Pokemon games on Nintendo consoles, I have basically zero experience with Pokemon. I just got into Pokemon recently because of, Pikachu and the other Pokemon that were in Smash Bros. And I figured, maybe it's time for me to start playing Pokemon. Because my older sister always loved playing Pokemon. That was like her favorite game growing up. So I remember when I was born, she already had like a cornucopia of Pokemon cards in her bedroom. She would always used to show it to me all the time when she felt bored and wanted to do something with me. But yeah, my sister was always a big Pokemon fan. I was never really a big Pokemon fan growing up, but of course because of Smash Bros. Since I got into Melee growing up and stuff like that, I kind of wanted to start playing Pokemon recently. So, and of course this game was on a sale. It was only like $25. You know, why not for a fresh pack? Not really brand new, but it was refurbished copy. So got it for a pretty good deal for being refurbished or pre-owned or whatever. And honestly, for a pre-owned box, it's not really scuffed or anything, so I think I did pretty good with the box art itself when it comes to finding a good copy of the game. But yeah, with that being said, like I said, there's really no story to this game. It's just catch all the Pokemon and that's about it, you know? But yeah, obviously, I guess for my like 5th Pokemon game I've ever played, I guess I'd give this like a benefit of a doubt sort of ranking. So I guess I give this like a 8.5 out of 10, mostly because I didn't like the wild Pokemon that were hard to beat. It gave me scary vibes too. Like I said, it reminded me of the Guardians from Breath of the Wild. But yeah, other than that, this is a total 8.5 out of 10. You guys may have a different ranking system for this game, but because you guys are probably more of a Pokemon fan than me. But it's okay that way. It's fine. But yeah, with that being said, yeah, since there's really no story to this game, it's kind of hard for me to lengthen this video any longer. So I guess I'll be ending up today's episode for y'all. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's review of Pokemon Legends Arceus for the Switch 1, as much as I did making it. And with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see y'all on Monday next week for my review on Sonic Generations / Shadow Generations for the Switch, since that is like a Switch game, like bundle. So stay tuned for that review when that comes out on Monday next week. And with that being said, this is Ruben Velasquez, aka the Nintendo God, signing out. Peace. Bye, guys.